Hello, I'm a member of the Advanced Performance Management Examining team, and I want to use the next 5 minutes to give you some key messages about the APM exam and what the examining team are looking for. The APM exam is designed to reflect the strategic role of management accounting as a discipline for planning and controlling performance so that strategic objectives can be set, monitored and controlled. APM follows on from performance management and the lower level management accounting exams. Make sure to refresh this underpinning knowledge and that you have a solid understanding of fundamental management accounting techniques before taking the APM exam. Always read the question requirement carefully and follow the instructions given. Make sure that you answer the question which has been asked and not the question that you would like to have been asked. For example, a requirement could be to provide an evaluation of the performance report for an organisation. Note that what has to be evaluated is only the performance report and not the overall performance of the organisation. To confuse this would result in an answer which would score few marks. A requirement in the APM exam may have several parts, so ensure to answer all parts. You may be asked to firstly analyse a given set of data and then make a recommendation. There will be marks available for both parts of the requirement. Consider the marks on offer for each requirement, as this will give you some guidance as to the length of the answer required. For example, the answer to a requirement worth 14 marks should be twice as long as an answer to a requirement worth 7. Application to the scenario is essential. In the APM exam, it is important that you can apply your knowledge, as there are few marks for rote learned answers or explaining models. The majority of the marks will come from applying your knowledge to the scenario given. You need to consider the type of organisation, the industry it operates in, its aims and objectives, as well as the current situation which the organisation is experiencing. Taking all of the information given in the question into account will help you make sure that your answers are sensible and that any recommendations made are relevant to the organisation. Always remember to justify any points that you're making in your answer. If you're asked for a recommendation, give a reason why that recommendation is suitable for that organisation given its current situation. Your justification should always take into account the context of the question. Basic statements unsupported with appropriate evidence and logic will not score the marks. A useful way to ensure you do this is to ask yourself, what is my point? And why is it relevant here in this situation? And don't be afraid to be critical in an answer. Remember, just because a technique might be new and innovative does not mean that it's relevant for that particular organisation. If a method or system does not seem appropriate, then say so. But remember to explain why. In the APM exam, your role is of a professional management accountant. Therefore, you must show that you have used your professional judgment and must present your answers in a professional style. The professional skills marks can be demonstrated by answering all questions fully as required in a professional manner using sound judgment. They should not be seen as a separate requirement. Remember that the APM exam will cover the whole syllabus, so make sure that you're well prepared before taking the exam. Finally, the best way to prepare yourself for the APM exam is to practice as many questions as possible to get familiar with the layout of the exam, the types of requirements, and the sort of answers that the examining team are looking for. I hope you found this short presentation useful and wish you the best of luck in your studies.